Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone. Gnarlo, good boy. When last we left off, we were here in the hidden underground cave of Gwyndethron, speaking to Gwyndeth, the Blue Lady of the Lake. She has given us another task to try and prove our worth in order to get the what is it called again? The Silmarillion, the Silithar, for Aragorn, so that we can reforge Gnarlo. We've got to restore the missing statue of Elendil, which means we need to go back over to Ostforod and see Robin Dunkley, who is putting it back together. Plus, we need to restore the corrupted statue. And she said with the corrupted statue, we needed to get a draft from the elves over at the Evenspires, which are at the very north edge of the lake here, Lake Ninuil. So we are going to head back out of her cave, back through the waterfall, and see if we can't get back up to the Evenspires. Where we are going to go to do that, let's leave Rushingdale here. Okay, get back out on the beach. Now we are going to follow basically this lakeshore here until we get to the far north corner of the lake, right back up here where Longbow and them are. She said they would be able to create a draft for us that would enable us to take the corruption off of that statue. So, we are going to travel up that way, and I will rejoin you once we join our elven and Intish friends up there. We are approaching the elf camp. One thing I forgot to mention is you'll notice I'm now level 38. I dinged that this morning doing the Farmer's Fest quest and all. An excellent way to get a bunch of experience if you're doing them every day, and also an excellent way to get Bounders tokens for the Bounders thing. So, hope y'all got a whole bunch of them. I think it's going to be ending today. I don't know if it's going to be ending in about an hour or if you'll have one more day and then it ends after that. It's kind of hard to tell with the way Turbine does their festivals and stuff sometimes. Okay, now we need to restore the corrupted statue. So let's see. Let's see if some elves at the Evenspires may be able to prepare a cleansing draft. Okay, so let's go and see if any of these folks will be able to tell us about the cleansing draft. The healer here has got one. The corrupted statue. Good.
Swilai de Melan, will you stay a moment?
You have come from Gwyndeth. She does not often pass the waterfall that covers the entrance of her home, but I have seen her beneath the trees now and then. I know, too, of the great respect she bore for the kings of Enuminus, and that they bore for her. It is said that the last king of that city asked her to raise the waters of Ninuil over the walls, but I do not know why he would ask such a thing. You seek a draft that may cleanse stone of the corruption of the salamanders. I can give such a draft to you. Take it to Tile Reunin and use it to restore the statue of which you speak. I have no need of thanks. It is enough to have a refreshingly brief conversation with someone new. Longbow is slow of speech in the nature of his kind, and Urkiel does not have the patience she once had for my mischief, though that is to her credit. Oh, excellent. They just gave us the damn thing. I thought for sure that we would end up having to run 75 quests and probably collect a bunch of, I don't know, Gardan eyes or something. Hey, Longbow. Wanted to come by and say hello. Will you talk to me?
Stand now and rest a while.
There we go. I love his voice. Last time I actually talked to him and got those quests, it was a situation where I didn't have my sound set up right, so the sound was coming through the speakers of my TV instead of coming through the headphones and all. So all y'all could hear was whatever the microphone was picking up. So there you go. You get a good chance of listening to his voice. All right. Right there is where we are going. Till Reunion. So we are going to mount up once more. I will ride over there, and we will see whether or not this draft will cleanse the corruption. So we will see you in just a little bit. We have reached Tal Ruinen. Ahead of us is the corrupted statue of Elendil. So we are going to give the draft a try and see whether or not it will clean it back to something approaching its former glory. So let's go on up here, right click on it I suppose. Yep, cleansing statue. Very nice, look at there, beautiful. It's missing a sword and everything, but it's a little moldy. But otherwise, it looks gorgeous. Alright, and I think we have just... New deed, Warden of Evendim. Looks like we've finished off some more quests again. Let's see what our deeds are over here. Visit store, of course. Deed completed is Pilgrim of Evendim, which we have now completed 60 quests inside Evendim. And we've got a new virtue here, Innocence. Along with visiting my... visiting the trainer for level 38, I'm also going to have to see if we need to swap some traits around as well. And I've been given Warden of Evendim now. Complete quest. We need 30 more quests in this zone. And we will get the Warden of Evendim and get our Compassion up to a 4. So that will be very worth doing as well. Now, where we have to go next is over in the southeast corner. We can run past these bugs. They're just like all the other Knickerbreakers and Norbigs and everything else. As long as you don't hang out in their territory for too terribly long, they're not going to attack you. Now that salamander there, I can't say the same thing for. Oh Lord, I am in a party of salamanders here, aren't I? Well, I'm not here to fight at the moment, so let's see if we can't get on past. As you see, that sticky stuff is stuck to me and it slows you down. Not only makes you flammable, but slows you down as well. It's kind of like netting. But in just a second, we will be past them. There we go. And they are no longer danger. Now here on the southeast corner should be the pedestal where the missing statue needs to go. Much closer to Tinadir as well. I think this is about the halfway point. And these little islands and everything here are just absolute besotted with salamanders. Let's get on up on the bank. I think that is it. Right off to the right there, perhaps. Wanting to say this right here. Yes. I believe this is the pedestal right here that we need to put the other statue on. So from here, we are going to travel back across the lake to Tinadir and then go up to Ostforad. So we will see you whenever we reach our friend Robin Dunkley. We have arrived at Ostforad. Let's see if we can talk to Robin here and find out if he's been able to assemble the statue of Elendil that he's been working on. Mr. Cooper, how's it going?
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Gnarlo, I had not thought to see you again so soon, but I am glad indeed to have been mistaken. In point of fact, it seems that a fortuitous wind has brought you here to me on this day, for I have good news. I have finished remaking the statue of Elendil you brought me in pieces. You say that you know where the statue came? How wonderful! You would do well to return it to its rightful place, Gnarlo. I will give you the statue and trust you to bring it to the pedestal on which it once stood. Till Ruinen, you said. Very well. Go carefully and let us set right what the robbers of Evendim have despoiled. Alright. So now it's back down the hill. Back to Til Ruinen. And let's get the statue back onto the pedestal. And then hopefully go talk to Gwendeth. And she will at last, with her little fangirl worship of Elendil, she will at last give us the item that we need to get Narsil reforged. So we'll see you when we get there. And our long swim is approaching its end here. I see it flashing. It is the pedestal that we need to put the lost statue back on. So we'll go ahead and do that. Smooth pedestal. Well, it ain't that smooth. Looks like we might have to take out one of these bugs after all if he doesn't get out of our way. Alright, let's place the lost statue there. You know, for having been shattered into a million pieces, it really doesn't look much worse than the other one over there. Alright, so at this point, it's a swim back over to Gwendeth. Let her know we have accomplished her task. And her statues of Elendil, are back in their correct location. There's the lovely but chilling Miss Gwendeth. Let's let her know that her task is complete, and therefore see whether or not she will finally find us,
your need is worthy of my time,
and therefore Aragorn worthy. You have restored both statues of fair Elendil, messenger. I am pleased with your doings. Perhaps Aragorn, son of Arathorn, chose well when he sent you to me with his request. Calenglad spoke well of you, and he has always been true. I was always a friend to the kings of old, and I will not betray the trust they placed in me, or the respect they bore me. There is one final test, messenger. If you are able to meet my last request, I will allow you access to the tomb of Elendil and the Silithar. Surely the Lord of the Dunedain has prepared you for this test. If he has not, it must be that he has learned nothing since last I saw him, and I will not surrender the Silithar to you.
Why do you trouble me?
Alright, what is your last request? That which I value most. Listen well, messenger. Elendil never returned from the wars to which he marched in the south, but the Silithar came by various keepers to Valandil, his heir, who placed it in the deepest chamber of the tomb. I wished often that the body of Elendil might be brought to rest in Numinos, but it was not to be. When the Dunedain abandoned the city, Amleth spoke to me as the kings were wont to do. Gwendeth, he said, long have you aided the line of kings descended unbroken from noble Elendil. Your counsel is true, and the respect we bear for you unquenchable. I fear that Arnor cannot stand divided. There are too few of us left to hold Numinos. We will move the people to Fornost in the east, and I hope we can survive the dangerous days that lie before us. It is said that you have the gift of foresight. I beseech you, Gwendeth, to give me an answer. Will Arnor survive the days ahead? I would tell you the rest of the tale if you are able to satisfy my final demand, the demand that Aragorn could not. I ask you to give me that which I value most. If you cannot, the Silithar will remain forever out of your reach and out of the reach of Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Give me that which I value most, messenger, and I would tell you what I beheld for Arnor and the line of the kings. Alright, give her what she desires the most. I'm trying to remember. I think it's an emote. And I know that she is haughty and she likes to be respected. So let me see which one of these it might be. Flirt? I don't think so. Hell no. Needs to be something very respectful. Mocking definitely wouldn't do it. Salute is a possibility, but I don't think so. Thanks. Wonder if it's a salute. Would that be what you do to show your respect to her? Yes, you have given Gwendeth that which she desires the most. Respect. Alright.
Do not trouble me if your need is not urgent.
You are no mere messenger. Tell me your name. Welcome at last to Gwyndethron, Gnarlo. Your time among the Dunedain has not been wasted, and I see that Aragorn made his choice of agents with care. He has indeed learned much since I beheld him deep within the tomb of noble Elendil. He was young then, and did not understand the greatest gift of all, the gift that Elendil and his line gave sparingly, if at all, the gift of respect. I told you I would finish the tale of Amlath and the Silithar, and I would do so. Amlath asked me if Arnor would survive the coming darkness, and I told him what I saw. Your kingdom will fall, Amlath, king and son of kings, I said to him. I cannot see what misfortune awaits you at Fornost, but my heart tells me that if you bring the Silithar from Menúmenos, it will come by unknown paths to rest beneath the deepest ocean. He received these sad tidings with grace, and after a moment appeared to strengthen his resolve. My kingdom may be already lost, Gwendeth, but I would ask you one last favor. Raise the waters of the lake over the walls of the city and allow the flood to preserve what treasures remain here. The Silithar will stay where it lies, at the bottom of the tomb of Elendil, and none shall disturb its rest until one of my line has need of it beyond all hope. You shall be its caretaker from fair Gwendeth, if you will accept this duty. It was done as Amlath requested. When the last of his people had left the city, I raised the waters and drowned the city beneath the deluge. So it has remained for hundreds of years. Return now to Calenglad, Gnarlo, and tell him that I will lower the waters of the flood to allow you access to the deepest chambers of the tomb of Elendil. Aragorn will have his Silithar. Alright, there you go. We have finally earned the respect of Gwendeth by giving her that which she valued most. Respect. So that's where we're going to end it. I am going to have a little pipe here. When next we get together, we are going to head back to Tinadir and talk to Calenglad. And hopefully at that point we will travel to the tomb of Elendil and see if we can travel to its lowest depths and find the Silithar. So that's where we're going to leave off. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.